Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305, and with me is the old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
Here physically, but not sure in spirit.
Don't worry. We're going to bring that spirit up in a few minutes. And we're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff. I mean, we got news. Matter of fact, usually I like to talk about our sponsors and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm actually going to skip all that jive. Let's get started because this is big news, guys. Willie, let's bring up the first subject. Go.
Let's do this. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat pulled from EVO Online after abuse allegations.
What, now, bro? I'm still shaking from that fucking news. Go ahead.
EVO is probably the big daddy of fighting game tournaments, held every year. This year was going to be online, of course, because of the human malware. But with all these things, with all these discussions people are having about sexual misconduct and harassment and abuse in the gaming space, there were some allegations thrown against the CEO of EVO, Joey Cuellar. They ousted him, but the developers of both Street Fighter, which is Capcom, and Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm, decided, you know what? We don't want our games in EVO. That's a big deal. Mortal Kombat, okay, they weren't really up for major consideration. They did sneak into the roster of EVO games this year, but Street Fighter is a benchmark. It's a staple. That's the one I mean, if you don't have a Street Fighter game, is it really EVO? Well, both have been pulled out. And the one that really shocks me, and it shocks me because I didn't know this game existed. There was another fighting game that was on EVO as well called Them's Fighting Herds. You're laughing. I hear you laughing. And that's because it's the funniest thing. Listen, this is a fighting game inspired by My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Okay? This is Brony fight.
I am so done.
This is Brony fight.
But you know what? But the part that really gets to me is that I'm not sure if I should be hating it or loving it because it looks really good.
It looks pretty freaking solid.
Yes.
I don't know how to feel.
I don't know.
I'm questioning myself.
I have a lot of questions because I was like, oh, what? And I just turned my head. The minute I saw the video, I was like, this is pretty good. What the fuck? Like, what?
Now, I want to go and put it out there, okay? A game that would be loved by both bronies and furries is pulling out of EVO over sexual abuse.
Yeah, I don't see a conspiracy there. Nah.
Let that sit for a second. No. Yeah. Let that sit for a second. But yeah, no, this is big news. Like the sexual misconduct allegations that are flying around are having some major effects on things having to do with pretty much everything gaming. And for people who love fighting games and who love EVO, this is big. I wonder what Maximilian Dude is talking about with regards to this.
I don't even know. But it's also,
I wonder.
It also kind of like hits me with this other big news that NBA 2K21 prices are $10 more expensive for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X.
Oh, I got a lot to say about that. But
no, please. Because I have plenty to say.
Well,
look, first of all I'm going to say, yes, the Mamba Edition is $100 for either or. For the old school consoles, I'm talking about like PS4, Xbox S, and all that stuff, and also for the PS5 and Xbox Series X. But you're going to tell me that we have to pay now $10 more for the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions of these games. And let me just also clarify this part. Digital and physical, it's $70. $70. I don't care I don't even know how you want to round off that penny, but it's $70 fucking dollars. Versus, on the PS4 and the regular Xbox, it's $59. $59. And that's depending on which one you get. Because they have the standard, but I'm not sure what comes inside of it. But still, $10 fucking more I mean, what am I going to be? Why so much? Like, what are they going to have in those discs that is going to be so expensive for this thing? And that's the only price that I've seen right now. I mean, I could be wrong. I know you're going to tell me maybe you saw something different. But this is the only actual price I've seen for a PS5 and Xbox Series X game. Please, now you may.
Okay. Joe and I had a little talk earlier. I understand where he's coming from, and there is some truth to it, but there's a lot of lie to it. There's been a standing belief that games have been $60 for several generations now. With the cost of everything going up, it was only bound to, it was only a matter of time before a game was gonna go up in price, and you would figure next gen would be the time to see these games go up in price. I would be in agreement, except for a couple of things, and this is just talking about the $60 versus $70 price of games.
Okay, go ahead.
Number one, except for rare instances, I'm talking about like Sony first-party titles, $60 is the starting price of the game. Going back to fighting games are the worst when it comes to this. They'll sell you the game for $60, but they'll sell you a game with a small roster. They'll sell you the other fighters in the roster for more money later. They'll, you buy the fighter pass, and you'll get access to all these other fighters, right? Okay. So you're trying to tell me that $60 only gets me the starting roster. If I want to have all the other cool characters you're going to bring in later, I got to pay extra. Okay. You could sort of kind of make a case for it. Maybe they don't have these characters planned out, although it's been proven that, lots of AAA companies like to carve out stuff from the base game to sell it to you later. But they also like doing pre-orders to try to get you to buy a game beforehand. And if you don't pre-order, you got to buy that character later. Like Injustice 2 did it with Darkseid.
Okay, I remember that, yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11 did it with Movie Shansung.
And Mortal Kombat also did it with not only Movie Shansung, but it also did it with Goro, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Mortal Kombat 10.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Soul Calibur 6 did it with Talon. They get characters that are considered base parts of the game, and they hold them ransom for pre-order to get you to commit to buying the game early. And if you don't, you got to pay for it afterwards. That's a character that's already available day one. You couldn't give it to me as part of the game. No, you got to go in. You got to hold them ransom to then sell it to me later if I don't pay your ransom.
Yeah, I find that all bullshit, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't like that shit.
So what's the excuse for, the game's only cost $60? On top of that, they try other stupid things. Activision, when this latest Modern Warfare came out, they had a season pass, but you could not even buy the season pass unless you bought the deluxe edition and pre-ordered for it. So there's content that is going to be available, and they won't give it to you unless you give them money ahead of time, and the more expensive version is that. So you can buy the game for $60, but you're not getting the full game. You're getting a large amount of the game. Bullshit games have been $60. Well, I would say that games start at $80 nowadays if you want the full game.
Yeah. And that's with is that with all the what's it called again?
No, the digital deluxe includes usually the season pass. So okay. You paid $80 and you got the season pass for it. You didn't want to pay $80 now? Well, fine, you're gonna pay us $90 later if you want that season pass. No. You don't want that season pass? Well, I guess you don't get the rest of the game.
That's fucking horrible.
Remember the original? Remember the original Star Wars Battlefront remake that EA did?
Yeah, I remember.
$60 got you exactly half the game, and you had to commit to paying almost the double that amount to get the rest of the game.
Yeah, I kind of remember also that with Street Fighter, right?
Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Oh my God, $60 bought you half a game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thankfully, the other half, the story mode, they allowed you to download it for free, but you had to jump through more hoops and a bunch of trained seals. But you can get it for free. You still have to pay for season pass characters, and including the only character I even gave a shit about in the entire series, Akuma, who was season 2 and turned out to be the only character that was worth a shit in season 2, in my opinion. Thankfully, I was able to get him with fight money before they totally restricted the shit out of fight money and made it impossibly difficult to get on in the game. That's a rant for another day. So, all right, whether they have a legitimate reason to raise the games from $60 to $70 this generation is irrelevant. Now, as far as 2K doing it with NBA 2K21, I have never felt this as hard as I'm going to say it right now. Fuck them. They are going to justify.
I fucking agree.
They're going. Wait, no. But let me tell you why. They're going to use the justification that, oh no, it's more expensive to develop for next generation. It's a fucking yearly released game that I will guarantee has next to no optimization or anything fucking different that's worth the extra $10. This is going to be a game they are going to simply port from the PS4 and Xbox One, the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and be careful if they don't have less features, because like I've said before, whenever a new generation comes up, that year's sports game usually has less features than the year before. So fuck you 2K games. This is a pure out and out price reach. This is just greed. This is you deciding, you know what, we're going to justify it because next gen, and people are just going to swallow it.
Yeah, and technically they are. But, for those who are listening to us and they're just like, don't give a damn about it because they think that this is hot shit. Look, Xbox One and PS4 versions are coming out September 4th. So, there's that free one for you. So, good luck with the $70 price range on that game. Or for the Black Mamba edition.
You're not going to be able to convince people who want the game to not get it. And that's not really my intention here. I'm not gonna sit here and start a one-man drive.
I don't really want to be also that asshole. Be like, hey, you shouldn't buy that game. My point of view here for like our show and everything is to open their eyes as well and see what we're seeing. For they can be like, you know what, they have a point. We should be careful or something. Something in that line. I don't want to give nobody tell them you should not be playing that game because at the end of the day, that's a game that they like. But I'm not going to be sitting here with my mouth quiet, my fucking thumbs up my ass, and be watching them paying $70 for some reason. And then they're like, oh, but the game is still awesome. You only got half a game.
No, it's whatever. No. At the end of the day, you like the game, buy the game. Play the game. I hope you enjoy the game. Whatever game it is that you get, my only hope is that you end up enjoying the game.
Exactly.
But when you look at things from just a regular analytical point, you are taking a sports game, a yearly serialized game that usually has very little changes from one year to the other. You are going to raise the price of the next generation to the game just because it's going to have prettier bells and whistles, because the gameplay can't be different. The gameplay can't be different. The mechanics of it can't be different. All it's going to be is prettier. Yeah. You're going to pay $10 more for the game. Even if you buy it digitally, which should be, you would think, okay, I'm not buying the physical version. They don't have to print the CD. They don't have to put it in a box. They don't have to ship it anywhere. It should be cheaper, but no, it's going to cost the same exact amount. And by paying, you're giving them the opportunity to try to get more money out of you because they're going to put their stupid gambling shit in there. Mm-hmm. Their fucking gambling mechanics and loot boxes and virtual coins. Fuck it. I mean, y'all who enjoy it, more power to you. I'm glad. I hope that this game is everything you want it to be. But fuck you, 2K.
Yeah.
Fuck you hard.
Yeah. Fuck y'all. Enough of that rant, because I actually feel better getting that shit off my chest.
Glad I got my water. I need to hydrate.
Well, keep drinking. So let me tell you about the next thing we're gonna be talking about. Nintendo president apologizes for the Joy-Con drift in a bid for a class action lawsuit in the U.S. So Nintendo president is Shantaro Furukawa.
Oh my god. Oh, here we go. It's another episode of Gabs Destroys a Language.
Oh, I said it right though, right? Shantaro Furukawa.
You sound like you're in Gaiocho trying to talk bad about some guy.
Fuck you, bro.
That's exactly what you sound like.
Well, because it's true.
El
Hey.
chuntarro ese, yo no sé qué le pasa, el chuntarro ese.
But you know what? I'm proud of myself. I said it right.
I'm proud that you're.
Well, he apologized for an ongoing issues that are affecting Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controllers, which since you have the Switch but you really haven't played with it, I've been noticing that in the Joy-Con controllers there's this little, it moves by itself sometimes, a little drift, and I'm like, dude, what the hell happened to the controllers? And I'm gonna not lie, but I was always blaming my kid. I'm like, man, you gotta be careful with these controllers. Don't drop them. Don't do this. It might be fucked up. But now I come to find out that it's an ongoing issue. So they're going through this big ass class action lawsuit in the U.S. where they're trying to, we're trying to get some money out of it because they sold all these systems and they're all having problems. Now, my thing is, why can't they just fix it? Like if, let's say for instance, somebody that can actually hack these, not even hack them, just open up the system, fix the little drift, put it back together, be done with it. Or Nintendo tell us, hey, for those people that have a freaking Nintendo Switch, though with the controllers that actually come off, send them in. We'll get you some new ones, but the new ones are actually fixed up, and all you gotta pay is for the shipping and handling, I'm guessing. But I don't see that within this article. They're just pretty much talking about that they're apologizing, and that they're going through this class action lawsuit right now. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like technically, I'm like, fuck, they could do something about it. They can get this fixed. But what's your opinion on this, Willie?
Well, first of all, I have that same problem with my PS4 controller with the left thumbstick, but that's because of actually that's work crimes. Because I'm very brutal with my controllers. But okay, I read up on it once before, and it's an actual defect with the way the Joy-Cons were designed, and Nintendo was doing a supposed replacement plan, but if the design is faulty, it's not going to help. What they should do, they should have owned up a while ago, and they should have taken these things in. I don't know why they didn't. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend like I know. I'm not that business savvy. You can go and then say and think that they must have done some kind of a risk estimate. I forgot exactly what it's called, where they determined that it wasn't worth going after these things. But no, it's on them. They're selling these switches. The switches are extremely popular despite this defect. You would think that they'd want to keep people happy and keep them playing.
I don't know.
You notice that he apologized for it, but he didn't say anything about how to fix it.
That's what I was getting at. I was like, wait a minute, you're giving us an apology, but you're not saying nothing in regards to getting this fixed.
They're basically saying, well, since y'all class action lawsuited us, we're not going to be able to do nothing. We can't talk about it because we're being sued. I don't have to deal with it, thankfully. My nephew hasn't complained. He complains when he plays on my PS4 because seriously, the left thumbstick is it's been brutalized.
No, I bet.
Like it's seen some things. Like I'm thinking, like you remember Platoon?
Oh my god!
The end of Platoon when he's kneeling as he's getting shot. That's my left thumbstick.
Well, so we're going to be talking about getting shot up. Fortnite finally leaves early access after 3 years.
I find this funny.
Oh no, absolutely. 3 years after the launch, Epic Games has announced that Fortnite has finally coming out of early access, along with news that saved the whole world, PvE,
to save the world,
the whole thing, and that's pretty much all out. That's it. After 3 years, that's it. So they don't care. The only thing they care about is whatever they're getting money from, which is pretty much like not the early access. What's it called again?
What?
Fuck. It's like the season pass holders and shit like that. Like that's all they care about mostly.
What the battle passes?
Yeah, that's all.
Well, okay, listen. It's funny. Fortnite started as Save the World, which was a PvE game. PvE means player versus environment. The Battle Royale is considered PvP, which is player versus player. Just letting you know. But I think it's funny. 3 years after the game came out, oh yeah, Battle Royale was an afterthought because, oh, PUBG's real popular. Maybe we should make something like that. It's become the biggest phenomenon in the world. And now, 3 years later, after they've made, I think it's safe to say, all of the money. As a matter of fact, check your water. I think they took your money too.
Oh no, they did, and it's called My Nephew because that's where they took it.
See, my nephew won't dare ask me anymore because no, you don't ask me to spend my money, not like that.
But you know what?
Well,
but
after three,
yeah, go ahead.
After 3 years, they finally said, you know what? Yeah, I think we're done with early access. I think we can say this is a full release. You cheeky bastards.
You fucking bastards.
You cheeky. And they keep going with this Fortnite thing. Fortnite is such a thing. Look, they're adding a skin.
Yep, that's
Just
what I was going to get
July.
to. What I was going to, which I'm not going to lie, this looks pretty cool, but I'm not a Fortnite player, so it doesn't really matter to me. And the thing is that they're adding Captain America to fucking Fortnite. But like I told you right now, I saw the trailer. We're looking at it. I actually have it up right now for everybody to see. He came in through the Bifrost, which I'm like, wait.
Yeah, it looks like it came through the Bifrost.
Huh?
It does look like, I haven't seen it. You saw it.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. He came through a Bifrost, and I was like, wait. If he's coming through a Bifrost, that means Marvel and Fortnite are going to be doing something together?
It's not the first time.
No, of course not. But I mean, well, do you mean like? Do you think this means that they might be doing a little more now with Captain America, Thor,
I
other
think
characters?
I think that Marvel is just using Fortnite as a way to keep Marvel fresh in people's heads. Remember, Fortnite said it. They're a content distribution platform now. They're not a game. Mm-hmm. They're a content platform. Well, they're just giving people a chance to basically market themselves through Fortnite. And for all the crap that we talk about with the game, this is absolute sheer genius because you're getting whatever you're trying to market out in front of the biggest possible audience you can.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you know what? Fuck it, dude. We can't do nothing about it, but that's them. That's what they want. That's what they're going to bring to us. All I know is I'm going to wait to see what more they're going to bring because that Bifrost with Captain America coming in, and they even kind of panned in to that whole, that burnt market area when it comes through, they kind of like panned into it and stopped. So that means they're hinting that something's going to happen with the Bifrost. And I think that it's going to be an interesting watch. Xbox is holding a week-long summer games event that's going to have over 60 games so we can play and try out, Willie. And I'm not a big Xbox fan, like I always say. I know everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, we get it, whatever. But, dude, 60 games that we could try out demoed from the 21st of July all the way to the 27th. That sounds awesome. I don't know. Okay. For me, that sounds awesome. We get to demo some fucking games.
I don't want to piss on your chips.
No,
but
please go ahead.
There's a bit of a caveat to it.
All right,
there's demos, but these are demos for games that are not final versions. These are just like demos for games that they're working on. They might come out later this year. They might come out before the apocalypse, but they don't have a definitive date, and that might not even represent the final version of the game.
Okay, but that's fine though. I mean, it's still a demo, and to be honest, that's content for us because then that means we get to check it out and give it our yay, nays, and whatever we think about it. And technically, this is almost like an E3 PAX Gamescom type of thing we're going to be going through. I mean, first, we're going to be seeing videos of it online on YouTube and all that good shit. But we're going to be getting those games as well. 60 games. That's actually pretty hot. But, I mean, still, we have to make room for whatever updates and whatever it comes with. But we're going to get 60 games out of it. I'm kind of curious to see what other shit they're going to give us with these 60 games. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have to see, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, it'll be nice to try out some games. You'll actually be able to play them. It's not just them talking about it. You'll be able to actually play these things. But I don't know. I mean, knowing that this is demos of games that they're just working on, they don't have a real timetable as to when they're coming out. yeah, that kind of like tempers my excitement some because I'm like, okay, I may be playing this game, but I might not see it until 2027.
Hmm.
We'll be on the Xbox. I don't know what the hell what the hell would they call the next console after Xbox Series X?
I don't know. The
Xbox
X triple
Xbox
X
Mark X.
X X Flip X X
I still
the
say
FedEx X. I don't know.
I still say that Microsoft should get into a partnership with X Videos and make the Microsoft Series Triple X.
I agree. They should.
That way, it could actually be the X sex.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? We're gonna we're gonna end this segment with something actually that tickled my fancy, and I was kind of curious about this one, and I might be right. And
Okay.
it's Metal Gear Solid movie director wants to create an animated series with the original Snake voice actor. And I
Okay.
think that's pretty cool because I'm not sure if you remember Woody when we talked about this on Monday. Kojima, he pretty much put out a picture online with all these little things there, the baby, the freaking can, and all the good
Yes.
stuff out there. And I always kept pointing at that one can that says metal paint, whatever. And I was kind of saying, oh, they're probably talking about Metal Gear or something like that. Could you think that maybe this whole thing with the whole Metal Gear animated series, you think that could probably lead up to that?
I First of all, I want you to know that I think it's adorable that you think that Kojima is going to be involved in anything that has to do with Metal Gear.
I still think there's still hope. Damn it, there's still hope.
But I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. You are the most optimistic person that I've ever known.
Well, thank you.
But still, as far as an animated series with the original Snake, you know what? I have my doubts about the movie. I don't know about doing live action movies based on games.
Mhm.
They usually have problems. I'll just put it like that.
Okay.
An animated series, I can get behind an animated series. You know what? An animated series on Netflix or Prime, or Amazon Prime, I could see that happening. And voiced by David Hayter,
Yeah.
best of all.
Oh hell
Because
yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm
Mhm.
gonna say this.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Konami. I mean, apart from fuck Konami,
Okay.
they're imbeciles. They thought that it would be a good idea to not use David Hayter for Metal Gear Solid 5 and put Kiefer fucking Sutherland in instead.
I still
Nothing
think
against
that was
Kiefer
like.
Sutherland. Nothing
Yeah.
against Kiefer Sutherland.
I agree.
But why? Metal Gear Solid and David Hayter went hand in hand. He was the voice of Snake. Not only the voice of Snake, the voice of the series. Whenever you heard him, you knew it. You knew that was Snake. Why do you have to change it?
I agree. I totally agree. I have nothing against Keitherlin, but this.
Keitherlin. I like that one, Keitherlin.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that name to him because he takes over everything. So
Keitherlin.
I have nothing against that guy, but the fact that
Ah.
they took out the original fucking voice, he was gonna do it. He was willing to do it.
Voice. He was the voice. Okay. You know what? You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Okay. We all saw Guardians of the Galaxy.
Of course.
We all saw how how Rocket sounded. This guy, I forgot his name now. What's his name? Jesus Christ! I have terrible memories.
Oh, you have terrible memory? Okay.
I forgot who voices Rocket in the movie. Okay, fine, whatever. Him.
Yes.
That was the voice that we all had in our head for Rocket.
Yeah.
I would love for you to go and well, you don't have the game. I'll have to lend it to you. I'll have to lend you my copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 so you can hear Rocket.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check
He
that
has
out.
he's in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He has a Cockney accent.
What?
Listening to Rocket now in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 after watching the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers movies that he's in
Okay.
is jarring. It's like, wait, who put Jason Statham in this?
Oh Lord have mercy.
And that's the thing. You get used to hearing a certain character, and that voice becomes that character's. The moment someone changes it, it's like it doesn't sound right. And that's what they did with Metal Gear Solid 5. If they do an anime series and David Hayter is the voice of Snake, I'd be very happy.
Oh no, yeah. I think I'll be ecstatic as fuck. Well, this made me feel good. How do you feel about this, Willie?
I feel like I let a weight off my chest because
Yeah, so do I.
I got to yell at 2K games again because fuck them and fuck Rockstar for Grand Theft Auto 5 being the first game they showed for the PS5
Hmm.
because fuck you, you greedy bastards.
Yep.
But I got that out of my system.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
So am I. You know what? I'm so happy that I'm actually ready for the 4th of July. How about you?
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna stay.
That's a yes.
We're gonna be under curfew. I'm gonna be at home. I'm not even gonna have alcohol because I can't drink because if not I'll die.
Of course.
This is gonna 2020 has sucked.
Yeah.
I say it again. 2020 has been the Dark Souls of years.
Yeah, I agree. But there's always a little bright side to this, and the good thing about it, get to spend a little time with family before you come home, relax, have a little steak or whatever, watch a little TV, maybe something awesome, and let it be.
I hope to see my grandson again. That
Oh,
little ball of joy.
bro, he's the cutest little thing.
Spend time with my son. Spend time with my daughter. Spend time with that little ball of joy. And the one upcoming, I have another one. Oh my God, September 23rd is another one on the way.
Guys, mark that on your calendar so we can wish Willie a happy Grandpa Day.
I'm already a grandpa.
Well, another grandpa does not hurt, does not kill.
Grandpa X2.
There we go. Oh my God, that'll be the next system, Grandpa X2.
I got someone giving me grief. Well, now that you're a granddad, you should be called Grandpa Willie? I go, I'm still an uncle to my nephew. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's not like I became a grandpa and I stopped being his uncle.
They
I'm
can
still Uncle Willie.
stop all that bullshit right there. Oh
People
my God.
trying to change labels and shit. No, still Uncle Willie.
They're fucking high. But
I wish I was high.
don't we all? But if I'm gonna be high, what? Go ahead.
Listen, the thing that sucks about this 4th of July, everybody's gonna be sitting there and drinking. I'm gonna have a fucking either a soda or an old duels in my hand.
Oh my God. Well, you know what, dude? Speaking about drinks, you know what I'm gonna have in my hand? I'm gonna have a nice big ass cup of D2D, cause that's the way to be. You're gonna have some little energy in you, so I can play a little game tomorrow. And right after the whole fireworks, I'm going to play a little game. And I need some of that energy. So thank you, D2D. And for all you guys, make sure to go to the website for D2D, which all descriptions are down below. Use the promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS 10. And also, guys, since I never said in the beginning, make sure to hit like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button to know when the hell we come up with these cool ass fucking stories. And that's technically 3 times a week. 2 gaming, 1 movie. And guys, thank you so much for being here. And as always, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.